Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be. This is EOSN. Ilanov coming at you live, and we are about to get this game started. We're coming to you from the Valley of the Sun, Chase Field, for Game 2 of the Round 1 of the Baseball Classic, a tournament-style competition featuring all 30 teams of the MLB. The first round is best 2 out of 3. Second round is best 2 out of 3. And then by the time we get to that third round, we have our divisional matchup. So it'll go best 3 out of 5. And then after that, of course, the League and Series and the World Series, best 4 out of 7. So it's do or die for one team in Game 2. And in this game, it happens to be the Arizona Diamondbacks. They lost Game 1. Final score there wasn't even close. It was 7-3. Patrick Corbin took the loss. And we are now excited to see Zach Greinke take on Martinez. So let's go ahead and take you down to Chase Field for the start of this one, and we'll introduce you to the teams. So first off, we have the starting batting lineup for, give me one second. That is weird. There we go. The starting batting lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. They lead this series 1-0, as we mentioned earlier. Leading off will be the catcher, Yadier Molina. Matt Carpenter, first baseman, will bat second. Tommy Pham, the left fielder, bats third. Paul DeJong, the shortstop, will bat cleanup. Dexter Fowler, the center fielder, will bat fifth. Randall Gerchik, the right fielder, will bat interesting. I got to go in and edit something really fast, so I just noticed something. So give me 1 second to take care of something. So I just noticed something that I don't think is correct. Okay. Interesting. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Huh. Interesting. All right, we're going to go ahead and start that over. There was something that was coming up really, really weird. I wasn't a fan of. So just give me 1 second to get this back. So Carlos Martinez, Zach Greinke. One second. Load lineup. I know. Where is Martin? Okay, left field. Okay, Pollock, Martin. Should be a 4. What the? Okay, I think I know what I need to do. All right. Okay, now we go over here. Nope. Yep, that does it. Okay, that did it. Okay, I was just really confused about something there for a second. All right, we're ready to get this one started. Mental error on Elin. Tell you what, hopefully this game is worth the wait. Sorry about all the stuff, but we are ready. Lance Lynn won Game 1 over Patrick Corbin. Carlos Martinez will be taking on Zach Greinke in Game 2. Load lineup, yep. There we go. That looks a heck of a lot better. One of the Cardinals players' lineups, defensive ratings was coming up weird. Or sorry, one of the Diamondbacks players' defensive ratings was coming up weird. Okay, maybe it didn't fix it. Let's find out. Okay. That's going to drive me nuts because they need to have a defensive rating. What is going on here? Arizona. Martin. Okay, how did they write it there? Martin. Okay, Pollock. Space. I have to get rid of that. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe that'll help. Let's find out. New game. If this doesn't work, then we're just going to go with it. And we'll say someone's hurt. Lineup, load lineup, St. Louis NL, yep. I don't get how he doesn't have it. The guy does not have a defensive rating. It's frustrating the heck out of me. Load lineup, Arizona NL. The okay, that. We're going to go off the air for a minute and see if I can fix this, because this is not cool, because that means if we have an error, testing someone's rating, maybe, hold on. Let's try one more thing. Let's get rid of the arm rating, maybe. Is that. Why is it not saving that? Yes. Basically means you can't catch, but that's not right, guys. Get it together. Yeah, that should fix it. Should fix it. Don't know if it will, but we'll find out. Game. Arizona, St. Louis, yes. Okay, that loaded well. Don't know why the other guy wouldn't. Whatever, we'll just deal with it. And then I know he's a 4, so I'm gonna have to like kind of. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and just roll with it. What's going on is one of the players I created, he should have a 4 outfield rating, but as you can see, he's got an air and an arm rating. He's got no catch rating, which is really pissing me off. So when he gets to bat, I'll see if it shows up, but I don't understand why it didn't put him in there, but whatever. All right. So let's go ahead and go through the starting lineup for St. Louis really quick. Molina, Carpenter, Pham, DeJong, Fowler, Grichuk, Gorko, Wong, Martinez pitching. And then, of course, for the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks, you have Martin in left, Pollock in center, Martinez in right, Lamb at third, Drury at second, Goldschmidt at first, Owings at shortstop, and a battery featuring Iannetta catching Greinke. So that's how we're going to go, and I think we're ready to get this thing going. And now I don't have any crowd noise. Oh, well. Greinke, first time we've seen him this year, but last year he was 17-7, 3.2 ERA, 172 hits, 215 strikeouts, and 45 walks, and 202 in a third innings pitch. He'll face Molina to get things started. And the first one, he wanted the strikeout, but it's going to be ball 2, so counts even at 2 to Molina. This one, line drive, hit right at Owings, and he makes the grab for out number 1. And I don't have any sound, so here's what I'm going to do. Going to restart the game. Yep. Holy cow. So you know what the lineups are, so as soon as we get to the game, we're just going to go right through it and try to do this as much as possible. And those are the game sounds you're hearing in the background. As we go game, new game, St. Louis. Arizona. Okay. Choose starters. Carlos Martinez, Zach Greinke. Choose starting lineups. Load lineup. St. Louis. There they are. Carlos Martinez. I like having that game sound because it kind of adds a little bit to it. Pissing me off that Ian Martin's defensive lineup doesn't show up, so I'm just gonna have to keep that in mind. And if an air check comes for left field, remember that his is 4. All right, Greinke to face Molina. If I remember correctly, he grounded out. So we're just gonna automatically give him the ground or lined out. Okay, here comes Matt Carpenter. Carpenter, 0 for 0. In the game, and this season he was 0 for 4 facing the Diamondbacks in game 1. And I forgot I need to put that back there. Having some technical issues, folks. I apologize. So make sure it got back for you guys. There it goes. Okay. Carpenter, first pitch. Called, strike 3, and down goes Matt Carpenter. So here comes Tommy Pham trying to end it, get out of here quickly are the Diamondbacks. Pitch by Greinke. And he wanted the strike. Instead, it'll be ball 3, and it's a full count to Tommy Pham. He is 0 for in the game as well. This one, ground ball hit right at Owings. Owings flips it to Goldschmidt, and that's going to be out number 1. So the Cardinals got their chance, and they get no runs on no hits and no errors. Pollock, Lamb, and Martinez due up for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the first. No score. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the starting defensive lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. Tommy Pham in left field. Dexter Fowler over there in center. Randall Greinke in right field. Jed Gorko at third. Colton Wong at second. Matt Carpenter at first. Paul DeJong at shortstop. And then Yadier Molina will be catching Carlos Martinez. Martinez, first appearance of the year. Last year he went 12-11, 3.64 ERA, 205 innings pitched, 179 hits, 217 strikeouts, and 68 walks. For the Diamondbacks, it'll be A.J. Pollock leading off, then Jake Lamb, the third baseman, will bat second. J.D. Martinez, the slugger, and here comes the 3-4-5 matchup that everybody in the league have been talking about. J.D. Martinez at right field at third. Then Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman, will bat fourth. Ian Martin, the left fielder, will bat fifth. Chris Iannetta, the catcher, will bat sixth. Brandon Drury, the second baseman, will bat seventh. Chris Owing, the shortstop, will bat eighth. And Zach Greinke, the pitcher, of course, will bat ninth. Pollock, he was 0 for 3 in game 1. Would like to erase that 0. Here comes the pitch from Carlos Martinez to Pollock. And that one will be fouled off, so Pollock will get the next pitch. 4-3. This one, ground ball hit right at Wong. Wong flips it over to Carpenter for out number 1. Here comes Jake Lamb. Lamb batting .333 this season. He went, he had 2 at-bats, and he got 2 RBIs in the loss by the Diamondbacks. If I'm not mistaken, that is 2 of the 3 RBIs that or 2 of the 3 runs period the Diamondbacks got in that entire game. So Lamb looking to get going here. Pitch to Lamb. Lamb, deep fly ball into right field. Greinke can wave goodbye. Home run, and the Diamondbacks take an early lead. Rake Lamb, as they're now calling him in the desert, gets the job done, and it's 1-0 Arizona. And here comes J.D. Martinez. This is that 3-4-5 part of the lineup that everybody in the league has been talking about, saying that they don't know if they've seen a more powerful 3-4-5 in the league. Jake Lamb continues his dominance this season. Lamb. Let's look at his replay stats real fast. Jake Lamb, there he is. Two RBIs. Wow, he is looking very, very good. Here comes J.D. Martinez. 0 for in game 1. Looking to see what happens here. The pitch. And there'll be an air check on the throw. Here comes to Martinez. This one, ground ball hit to DeJong. DeJong over to Carpenter and gets out number 2. And now here comes Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt went 0 for as well and would like to erase that. And the pitch. Wanted the strike. Instead, it'll be ball 1. So the count's 1-2. Goldschmidt waiting for the next pitch. This one, ground ball hit right at DeJong. DeJong flips it over to Carpenter, and that'll end the inning. So, 1 run on 1 hit. It's 1-0 Diamondbacks. DeJong, Fowler, and Greinke due up in the second. Well, you give Zach Greinke an early lead like this, and who knows what's going to happen. Diamondbacks would like to capitalize on this, and we'll see if they've got it in them. Here comes Paul DeJong. .500 batter from game 1. Would like to continue that success against Greinke, one of the premier pitchers. The pitch, and that's going to be called a ball. And it's a full count to Paul DeJong. Greinke sets and the delivery. This one into shallow right field. It's going to get down, and that's going to be a single for Paul DeJong, the first hit for the Cardinals in this one. Here comes Dexter Fowler. Fowler was 500 as well. Got 1 RBI and 1 run scored. No home runs yet. Comes the pitch by Greinke. Called strike 3. Absolute paint job by Zach Greinke. And that is strikeout number 2. Here comes Randall Gerchik. Pitch by Greinke. Gerchik 250 average. And he gets out of the way. Nearly hit him. As Gerchik will wait for the next pitch from Greinke. This one, fly ball into right field. J.D. Martinez should have it, and that's going to end that threat right there. So, 2 down here in the top of the second, and the pickoff throw by Greinke. And going to hold DeJong there. As Greinke gets set. And the delivery. Yeah, Greinke wanted it, but it's going to be called ball 1. So the count is now 1-2. Greinke so close to getting that just outside the zone. Really could have gone either way. And the pitch to Greinke. This one, fly ball into shallow right field. Martinez can't get it. DeJong rounds second, heads for third. And it's now 2 down with runners on the corners for Colton Wong. Wong looking for his first hit. And Greinke would like to get out of this jam. Called strike 3, and down goes Colton Wong, and it ends the threat. We're going to the bottom of the second. No runs on 2 hits. 2 left on the corners. Martin, Iannetta, and Drury do up for the Diamondbacks. They lead this one 1-0. Ian Martin getting ready to step in. He's a 250 hitter. Didn't do a whole lot in game 1. And would like to do a little bit more. Comes the pitch by Carlos Martinez. To the switch hitting Martin, who's batting right-handed. And that one, swing and a miss, and down goes Martin. So Martin's struggles continue at the plate. And now here comes Chris Iannetta, who's a 250 hitter as well. Iannetta with the 1 home run so far by the Diamondbacks before going into this game when Jake Lamb hit one in the first. Martinez has to be careful to pitch. And it's going to be a range play. Who we testing? This one, fly ball into center field. Fowler. It is past him. And now there is a base hit by Chris Iannetta with Brandon Drury up. Drury was one of the RBIs driven in by Jake Lamb. And the pitch to by Martinez. And it's a wild pitch. There goes Iannetta to second. And now the next pitch to Drury. 2-2 count. This one into shallow center field. It's going to get down. Iannetta waved around third. He will score. And it's an RBI single for Brandon Drury. Here comes Chris Owings. 2-0 ball game for the Diamondbacks. And they needed this to happen if they are going to move on in the tournament. They lost game 1, and they're trying to force a game 3. Should they win this game, game 3 would take place in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games from now. Also, just to let you guys know about our upcoming schedule, tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, we will have the NBA Eastern Conference Final. The Orlando Magic hosting the Chicago Bulls. Then Wednesday night, we'll have the NHL Eastern Conference Final. The Pittsburgh Penguins hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning. And then Thursday afternoon, we'll have the Western Conference Final with the St. Louis Blues hosting the Chicago Blackhawks. Sunday night, the NBA Final, and Tuesday night, the Stanley Cup Final. We're going to try to work in some baseball games everywhere we can. We also have another league we're working on that we're super excited about to show to you guys, but we'll talk to you more about that later. Chris Owings with the man on, 1 out. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and down goes Owings. And here comes Zach Greinke. Greinke has a chance here. He actually does get some hits every once in a while. Let's look at his batting average. 210 average. 4 RBIs, so he's not too shabby with the bat in hand. And the pitch. Called, strike 3, and down goes Greinke. So on 1 hit, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. It's 2-0 Diamondbacks. Martinez, Molina, and Carpenter due up for the Redbirds in the top of the 3rd. Well, Zach Greinke will face his counterpart, Carlos Martinez, here in the 3rd. First pitch by Greinke. Oh, no, 2-2. Called, strike 3, and down goes Martinez. Now here comes Yadier Molina, who's 0 for 1. Here in the shutout so far by the Diamondbacks. And this one, fly ball into right field. Martinez camped out under it and makes the grab. So. Here comes Matt Carpenter, who's struck out in the first time he was up. Let's see if he can avoid that fate. And it nearly hits him, but he gets out of the way. Let's see what happens here. This one, into shallow right field. Martin running up, and he can't get to it. That's going to be the base hit for Matt Carpenter. Here comes Tommy Pham, who's 0 for 1, looking for his first hit of the season. Pitch by Greinke. Swing and a miss, and he was all over that one. A 1-2-3 at bat for Greinke. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors. It's the Diamondbacks up 2-0. Pollock, Lamb, and Martinez due up for them. The top 5 guys in this Diamondbacks lineup you got to look out for. As Pollock, who's 0 for 1, looking for his first hit of the season, take on Martinez. Swing and a miss, and down goes Pollock. And now here's Lamb, who's batting .500, and he's 1 for 1 with the opening shot into right field off of Martinez. What's Martinez going to do to him, or for him? Swing and a miss, and down goes Lamb, so he gets a little bit of revenge. And now here comes J.D. Martinez, who's 0 for 1, still looking for his first hit of the season. This will be his final season with the Diamondbacks, so the Diamondbacks know that this is the year to capitalize on it. And called ball 1, so the count, or 3, so the count's 31. Good advantage to Martinez. Let's see if he does anything with it. This one, ground ball hit at DeJong. DeJong flips it to Carpenter, and that'll end the inning. So we go to the top of the 4th. It's 2-0 Arizona. DeJong, Fowler, and Gerchik due up for the Cardinals. All right. Zach Greinke and Paul DeJong. The pitch. And it almost hits DeJong, so it'll be called ball 2. Counts 2-2. This one, single into center field, shallow up the middle. And DeJong gets on base. Here comes Dexter Fowler, who's 0 for 1, struck out his first time facing Greinke. Greinke looking good through 3 innings so far. Swing and a miss, and down goes Fowler for the 2nd time. 6 strikeouts for Zach Greinke tonight. And they wanted to put Greinke in game 1, but they figured he's much better at home, so we'll save him for game 2 as they walk Randall Gerchik.
Good base on balls.
So he takes a deep breath and gets ready to go again. Here comes Jed Gurko. 1 for 1. And he tried to get the strikeout on him, but it'll be called ball 3. So it's a full count to Goyko. This one, singles past a diving Jake Lamb. And that'll load the bases as DeJong gets the stop sign. 1 out and bases loaded. Colton Wong is the man up, and he is struck out his only other time against Greinke tonight, or this afternoon. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, and what a paint job by Zach Greinke. And here comes Carlos Martinez. So what do you do if you are Mike Matheny of the St. Louis Cardinals. This is probably the first real chance you've had at Greinke all morning, all afternoon. And you got your pitcher up who is not doing the greatest. Do you pinch hit him already? And I think you do. You got no choice. You need to get these runs. So Martinez's day is over. Chad Huffman will come in for the Cardinals. Huffman, first game to this year. He was a 286 hitter, no stolen bases, no home runs, no RBIs, but 3 runs scored. So Huffman. Pickoff attempt by Greinke, but it doesn't work out. So here comes the pitch by Greinke. 4-5. This one, ground ball hit right at Owings. Owings to Goldschmidt, and that'll kill the threat. So Mike Matheny pulls out his starter. We're going to get a long reliever for the Cardinals, and we will let you know about him. It's no runs on 2 hits for the Cardinals. Arizona leads 2-0. Goldschmidt, Martin, and Iannetta due up for the Snakes. Paul Goldschmidt will come in to face the new one, Jack Flaherty. His first appearance this season. Last year he put a 0-2 record, 6.33 ERA, and 21 1/3 innings pitched, 23 hits, 20 strikeouts, and 9 walks. Goldschmidt, Martin, Iannetta is who Flaherty will face. As we get ready for this one. First pitch by Flaherty to Goldschmidt. Swinging and a miss, and a beautiful pitch there by Flaherty to get Goldschmidt to go down. Here comes Martin, who struck out in his first at bat. Let's see what he does here. Okay, I don't get it. See, it says 4, but for some reason it says nothing when he's out there. And he wanted the strike. Instead, it'll be ball 1, so the count's 1-2 to Martin. This one, ground ball hit at Wong. Wong is going to flip to Carpenter, and that's going to be a quick out number 2. Here comes Chris Iannetta. Left field. Change his name to do. Keeps that down. That's what I'll end up doing. So Chris Iannetta, he is 1 for 1 with a run scored. I'd like to keep things going for the Diamondbacks. We'll see what happens. And that'll be called ball 3. So the count's full at 3-2. 2 down. Pitch to Iannetta. This one, fly ball into left field. Pham camped out under it, and he makes the grab. So here comes the Cardinals. Molina, Carpenter, and Pham do it for them. They go to the top of the 5th, down 2. It's 2-0 Arizona. Zack Greinke having a good game so far. Can he keep it up? Molina is 0 for 2. Pitch by Greinke. And he wanted the strikeout. Instead, he'll settle for ball 3. And the count's full at 3-2. This one, ground ball to Goldschmidt, past him. And that's going to be a hit for Yadier Molina. Here comes Matt Carpenter. Tying run at the plate. He's 1 for 2, struck out at least once against Greinke. And he'll do it again as it's a called strike 3. And that is 8 strikeouts in 5 innings for Zack Greinke. Greinke having a heck of a game. And here comes the pitch. Called strike 3. Down goes Tommy Pham. And now here comes Paul DeJong. And DeJong, let's see what happens here. This one into right field. It gets down over Martin's head. That's going to be a double. Molina holds at third. And now it's 2 down with the tying run in scoring position. Dexter Fowler, the man at bat. He's struck out twice. Can Greinke get strikeout number 10 right here? And this one, deep fly ball into right field. Martinez is chasing it. If it's fair, it's out of here, and it goes on the wrong side of the foul pole by about 3 feet. So we'll see what Fowler does here. This one, fly ball into right field. This time Martinez covers it, makes the catch, and it's now off to the bottom of the 5th we go. Diamondbacks lead 2-0. Drewy, Owings, and Greinke due up for Arizona. St. Louis leads this best of two out of 3 series 1-0, meaning Arizona in a must-win game to force a do-or-die game 3 back in St. Louis. Like I said, we have 7 more games before that take place, before that happens. Flattery will face Drury, Owings, and Greinke here in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. Oh boy, this one. Deep left field. Can Drury get over it? It's up there. It's going, gone! Brandon Drury into left field, and it's 3-0 Arizona. And this crowd is going crazy right now. And that's going to end the night for Jack Flattery, or that day for Jack Flattery. So Mike Matheny about to use pitcher number 3. And it's going to be Sammy Tuavila. Sammy Tuavila, 3-3 record, 2.55 ERA, 35 hits, 34 strikeouts, and 8 walks on 42 1/3 innings pitched. Tuavila will face Owings, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and almost walked him. And instead, it'll be called strike 1, so the count's 31. This one, fly ball into center field. Fowler makes the grab, and that's out number 1. Here comes Zach Greinke. They're going to leave him in because he is dealing, and he's got a 3-0 lead right now. And the pitch. Swinging and a miss, and down goes Greinke, and here comes Pollock, who's 0 for 2, would like to get that first hit of the season. 3-2. And it hit him! So Pollock will get on to first for Jake Lamb, who's 1 for 2 with a home run and a strikeout. See what the rubber at-bat does for him now. What a paint job by Tuavila. He barely gets the strikeout, but he gets it. So 1 run on 1 hit. Nowheres. Gerchik, Goyo, and Wong due up for the Cardinals. It's 3-0 Arizona. Going into the top of the 6th, Arizona playing like the team we all thought they could be at the beginning of the year, as Greinke kicks and fires. Called strike 3, and there's strikeout number 10 for Zach Greinke, and he's not done yet. Here comes Jed Goyko. Tried to get the strike. Instead, it'll be 2-2. Goyko singles into right field, and that's going to be a base hit. And the stamina starting to run low on Greinke. We'll see how much longer he goes out there as he faces Colton Wong, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And there we go, range play. Who are we going to test? 2-6. This one, ground ball right at Owings. It's past him. Martin fields it, kicked in time, kicks it over to the infield to get the time. And now here comes Sammy Tuavila. And I guarantee you they're going to pinch hit him. Luke Voigt is going to come in. Voigt, 62 games, 114 at-bats, 18 runs, 18 RBIs, 4 home runs, 246 hitter. So let's see if Greinke can finish this inning. And we have an error check. Let's see who it is on. This one. Hit towards Lamb. Lamb boots the ball. 1 run scores. Or sorry, no run. 1 run scores. It'll be Greinke, and that'll do that. So here comes Torey Lovullo, and he's going to go get his ace. What a performance by Zach Greinke. 10 strikeouts. Let's see who it's going to be. Jorge De La Rosa coming in for the Diamondbacks. His first appearance, 3-1 record last year, 4.21 ERA on 46 hits, 45 strikeouts, and 17 walks, and 51 in a 3rd innings pitched. He'll face Molina with the tying run in scoring position. And that'll be called ball 1, so it's 1-2 to Molina. Molina, ground ball right at Drury. Is the base runner going to try and score? Yes, because he's got a 6, so he's fast. Auto out at first. Yeah. Actually. Yes. So Voit will score, and the out will happen at first. So now here comes Matt Carpenter. 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. They need 1 here. And he missed the strikeout. It's ball 3. Counts full. Tying run on with 2 outs. If it's on the ground, it's trouble. This one, ground ball to Owings. Owings to first, and that is going to do it for that inning. Let's see what happens. So and it is still 2-3. Arizona leading this one. New pitcher coming in for St. Louis. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. So good play there by Arizona. It'll be Martinez, Goldschmidt, and Martin. The 3-4-5 for Arizona to do the bottom of the 6th. Oh, nope. Get back there. All right. For the Cardinals, Zach Duke coming in there. This is not his first appearance. He has an ERA of 9. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts so far in the season. Faced J.D. Martinez, Paul Goldschmidt, and Ian Martin. Those guys are combined 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 with 2 strikeouts. So the Diamondbacks need their big boys to start playing. First the pitch to Martinez. Swing and a miss, and down goes Martinez. Here comes Paul Goldschmidt. And the pitch to Goldschmidt, who's 0 for 2 still. And he walked him. So this makes things very interesting, as Martin will come in, but he's struggling. Pitch by Duke. Called strike 3, and Martin can't believe it. There goes Goldschmidt. He's going to advance on the stolen base. And now here comes Chris Iannetta, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Zach Duke just going to try to get to the 7th. We'll see how well that goes. And swing and a miss, and down goes Iannetta. So a quick inning there for the Cardinals. It's no runs, no hits, no errors. Tommy Pham, Paul DeJong, and Dexter Fowler do it for the Cardinals. They've cut the lead down to 1 going into the 7th inning. Almost time to stretch. Jorge De La Rosa is still in there for the Diamondbacks. And we'll see if they can get him through this inning right here. Tommy Pham, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and down goes Pham. So here comes Paul DeJong. All right, Paul DeJong ready to go. The pitch, and that'll be called strike one. So the count is 3-1. And the pitch. This one lined right at De La Rosa, who makes the grab, and that's going to be out number 2. Here comes Dexter Fowler, who's 0 for 2. Let's see what De La Rosa can do here. And this one, fly ball into left field. Martin chasing it, but it goes foul. So not even close. Pitch to Fowler. This one, ground ball hit right at Lamb. Lamb flips it over to Goldschmidt, and that's going to be out number 3. And we're stretching here in the desert. 3-0 Arizona. Drury, Owings, and De La Rosa do it for the Cardinals. Or for the Diamondbacks. So the Diamondbacks trying to put the finishing touches on this one. De La Rosa, the pitcher spot, is due up 3rd. You got to believe that they're going to be pulling him, just like the Cardinals are introducing a new pitcher. It will be, waiting for the results to come up, Miguel Sokolovic. His first time coming in. He has last year 1 save, an 0-1 record, 8.68 ERA, 27 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 4 walks on 18 2/3 innings pitched. So you may only see him for about an inning. Sokolovic will face Drury, who's 2 for 2 with the home run. And we got an error check for Drury. This one, fly ball into right field. Greinke makes the grab, and that's going to be out number 1. Here comes Chris Owings, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Pitcher spot on deck. And wanted the walk, but he isn't going to get it. Instead, it'll be strike 1. 31 the count. Pitch to Owings. This one, ground ball hit right at DeJong. DeJong flips it over to Carpenter, and that'll be out number 2. And before right as Jorge De La Rosa is announced as the hitter, here comes Chris Herman. Pinch hit for the Diamondbacks. His first appearance this year. Last year, he had 106 games, 226 at-bats, 35 runs scored, 27 RBIs, 10 home runs, 5 stolen bases. So a decent selection here by Torey Lovello. Pitch by Sokolovic. And it's going to be called ball 3. 3-1 the count, the pitch. This one, fly ball into deep center field. Fowler camped out under it, makes the grab, and we're headed for the bottom of the top of the 8th. New pitcher coming in for the Diamondbacks. It'll only be the 3rd one that they've used. You gotta believe it's gonna be someone big here. And it is Fernando Rodney is gonna come in. So let's look at his first appearance this year. Last year, though, he's a 5-4 record, 39 saves, 4.23 ERA, 55 in a 3rd innings pitched, 40 hits, 65 strikeouts, and 23 walks. He'll face Greinke, Gorko, and Wong. As Fernando Rodney finishes his warm-up tosses here in the 8th, makes you wonder if they're going to put him in for a 2-inning save or if they're going to bring in Archie Bradley. First pitch by Rodney, or first batter faced by Rodney, and there's going to be an error check if there's a throw to Greinke. Greinke 2-4. This one popped up high. No need to check the error as Lamb is camped out under it in foul territory and makes the grab. Here comes Greinke. 3 for 3 with a run score, so they got to quiet him down. Pitch, and we have an error check. Let's see what happens here. This one, fly ball into right field. Martinez chasing it down, and he can't get to it. Tying run is on for St. Louis with 1 down. Here's Colton Wong, who's 1 for 3 with a run scored. Rodney going to try to get through him. And that's going to be called strike 2. So the count's full, 3-2. This one, fly ball into right field. Martinez makes the grab, and now here comes the pitcher's spot. And it's going to be Greg Garcia coming in to pinch hit for Sokolovic. Pickoff attempt by Rodney. Nothing doing there. As Rodney kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss, and Fernando Rodney ends the 8th. And we are off to the bottom of the 8th for the Diamondbacks. The top 3 do up: Pollock, Lamb, and Martinez. New pitcher for the Cardinals. We'll tell you all about it right after we switch the uniforms here on the broadcast. All right, new pitcher will be Sung-Hwan Oh for the Cardinals. First appearance this year. 1-6 record, 20 saves, 4.1 ERA. 59 in the 3rd innings pitched, 68 hits, and 54 strikeouts on 6 walks. He'll face A.J. Pollock, still looking for that first hit. And the pitch. Swinging and a miss, and what a paint job. Actually, it was a paint job. 10 and 10 for O, and now here comes Jake Lamb. Lamb 1 for 3, but that one was the homer to get us started in the first. The pitch. And it's a range play. Who we testing? This one, fly ball into center field. It is going to get, it's going for a single, and it gets down past Fowler. Fowler can't run up on it. And now Jake Lamb is on with J.D. Martinez up. Martinez looking for that first hit. See if he gets it here. And he wanted the strikeout. Instead, it'll be called ball 2, so it's 2-2. Pitch to Martinez. This one, fly ball into left field. Pham makes the catch, and it's 2 down for Paul Goldschmidt here in the bottom of the 8th. Arizona leads by 1. Pitch by O to Goldschmidt, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And it'll be called strike 2, so the count's even at 2. To Goldschmidt. This one, ground ball hit at DeJong. DeJong flips it to first, and we're off to the 9th.
Remember to get your
So,
copy of the souvenir program.
Fernando Rodney. The question, will they leave him in there? We'll find out. Nope, they won't. Molina, Carpenter, and Pham do up for the Cardinals. It's their last chance. Chafin? What? Cancel selection. Back to game. All right, Rodney is going to try to finish this one out. 3 outs away, the Diamondbacks are from tying the series. See if they can get it done. Molina, Carpenter, and Pham do up. Those guys are combined 2 for 12 in this game right now. Let's see what Rodney has for Molina. Swing and a miss, and down goes Molina. Rodney now getting ready to go. Can he go 2 innings save? And it's fouled off by Matt Carpenter. Good job there. Swing and a miss, and down goes Carpenter. Here comes Pham. The Diamondbacks fans are on their feet, wanting to see game 3. Will they get it? Yes! Strike 3. Down goes Tommy Pham. And the Diamondbacks win this one 3-2. Arizona wins it here at home. So the home team has won both games in the series. Let's go ahead and bring up some stats so we can crown our player of the game. I have an idea, but I'm definitely interested in what you guys think as well. Shrink that so everybody can see it. All right. Let's look at the offensive production for the Diamondbacks. Jake Lamb went 2 for 4 with a home run and an RBI. Brandon Drury went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a home run. I don't know. I'm going to give it. Player of the game is going to be Fernando Rodney. In a close game like this, to have your closer come out and go 2 innings and strike out 4, only allow 1 hit, strike out 4, that's pretty awesome. So Fernando Rodney is your player of the game. So let's go ahead and go to the bracket and make it official. Final score for this one. Unlock, add set. 2, 2, 3. Arizona wins it. And we're going to game 3. Winner will get the Pittsburgh Pirates. 1 game left between each one of these guys. There it is on the bracket, sorry. So you can see 1 game left between each of these guys. Our next baseball broadcast will be game 1 of the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. So, Al, Red Sox fan, if you're watching, don't miss out on that. And then immediately after that, like the next game we broadcast for baseball will be Boston at Chicago, so game 2. So that could be really, really interesting there. Winner of that series will take on the winner of the Seattle and Angels series. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to EOSN. We had a great time with this one. The Diamondbacks come out victorious. Zach Greinke with the win, Carlos Martinez with the loss, and it's tied at 1. We will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.